Rob here. Today I wanted to talk about sweating. It's something we all experience. For those that are fibrotically challenged, like myself, sweating can sometimes be a real nuisance, especially when you're training for several hours. As you know, while you're working out, the sweat can be quite salty, it can sting your eyes. So today I kind of wanted to review some real basics as to headgear that you can wear in general for training for triathlons, as well as I'll mention some that I really like for those that, again, like myself, having hair is a challenge. So let's get started here. The first thing I wanted to highlight are your traditional run visors. They have a moisture wicking inside surface here. There are a couple of brands here. This one here is Head Sweat, and they've got this nice elastic strap. Here's another one as well. This one is from one of my races, Challenge Daytona. It's Boca gear. Again, has a nice terry cloth insert and an elastic strap in the back. These are good for running, obviously, not too helpful for the bike, and clearly you're not going to use these on the swim. Moving on here, we've got what I prefer to use, which are running hats for the run portion of races. Reason why, again, is it covers the top of my head, preventing sunburn. They're super lightweight. They tend to have an adjustable strap. Again, this one here is by Boca. This actually was my first piece of headgear ever a few years back. Still good. Appears this one's also by Head Sweat, very similar in structure. This has a jersey mesh absorbent material here, and again, super light and comfortable. Here's actually an old-fashioned traditional headband. Works quite well. Sometimes on longer runs I can get a little bit of pressure around my temples with my glasses and it can be a little uncomfortable, but I was able to get a pack of these on Amazon for relatively little dollars. You can wear these underneath your bike helmet, but typically you have to wear them low around your ears. And again, you can wear them on the run. Somebody like myself, I'm gonna need a little bit more coverage on my head. Most recently, I had purchased from Head Sweat a bike-specific garment here. This is a Super Duty, and on the inside here there's moisture-wicking material, and it covers your entire head. I haven't run with this, but it may offer the same advantages as, say, the hat, minus the protection from your eyes, since there's obviously no visor on this. I've used this on a couple training rides under my helmet, and it fits perfectly without pushing my ears down, versus, say, something like this, the more traditional headband. And I have to admit, I really like this. I actually used this on a run on the treadmill a few times, because this material up here, though it's not necessarily moisture wicking, it also will help prevent some of the sweat from getting in your eyes. Then you've got more of your less traditional headbands. This one's by Temple Tape. What I like about this one is that there are no seams, so it comes right up to the edge here. And why is that nice? Well, when you're running for prolonged periods of time, or even if you're cycling and you have it, unlike a headband such as this one, which is very similar in structure and material, but it has this seam here. Over time, this can leave marks. It can be a little bit uncomfortable over time, but it still gets the job done. But again, if you can go seamless, definitely the way to go. Now, the next two are probably my most favorite type of garments to be worn. These are what they call sort of gaiters. This one, again, is by Head Sweat. I purchased this one at the Miami Man, I guess 2 years ago now. What I like about this one is that it has a mesh lining, so this is double lined. And what's nice about this one is if it's cold, you can wear it around your neck and pull it up to your face to keep you warm. Or if you're running, you can kind of scrunch this down around your ears, but then this extra material will cover the top of your head. So great for moisture wicking. These are absolutely fantastic. Definitely the double line is the way to go. Again, the only difference between this and, say, a running hat is that you don't have protection from your eyes with this garment. You can wear this under bike helmets. It can be a little bit bunchy at times, just something to be aware of. I really think that for future triathlons, I'm going to be going with something along the lines of this here, followed by my running hat. During training though, indoor training or when it's not sunny, this gaiter is fantastic because you can sometimes get away with it on the bike, and then you can use it on the run as well, and it does a little bit better job moisture wicking than this sort of cycle only, because the top material here is not moisture wicking. Here's another version of it. Again, this one I was actually given as a giveaway from a triathlon. The difference between this one is the mesh is actually on the outside and it's smooth on the inside. This mesh on this one here is comfortable, so I don't really notice much of a difference, but it's kind of interesting how they reversed the material. But again, big fan of the gaiters that are double lined. Now we come over here to a more of a cloth-based gaiter. Again, this one is, I think, by Boca. The difference with this is, as you can see, it's singularly lined. It does moisture wick to some degree, but there's a huge difference between something like this and these two here. So if you were going to spend the money, I highly encourage you, if you're going to go with the gaiter, that it is double lined. The last two I kind of wanted to review, again, were cloth based, such as this one here. This one's by Head Sweat, singular in material. Does an okay job, not as great with moisture wicking. And then lastly, here's another one that is quite similar, singular in nature. Now comparing these three here, the Boca versus the Head Sweat versus the Amazon purchase, the cost for the Head Sweat was, believe it or not, $20. I was hoping and thought this was going to be double lined as the other Head Sweat that I have down here. Turns out, however, it isn't. Quite disappointed for the money spent on it. This here from Amazon, I gotten like an 8-pack for about $15, and initially I didn't think these were so great, and I still think that, but when you compare them, you know, for the money, it actually does a fantastic job. So this is a no-name brand. I have no idea what that symbol is there, but this is again from Amazon. So I would not purchase a singular lined from Head Sweat. I just don't feel it's worth the value. Again, if I was going to go gaiter though, I would definitely pick one that is double lined. They're really not that much heavier, and they do a way better job absorbing moisture. So that's kind of my general review. So for some folks, they like the visors because it's good for them, and they're very lightweight and provide eye protection on the run. I prefer more of a traditional running hat style, again, helping prevent sunburning. For cycling, I think you pretty much have three real main kinds here. You've got a cycling specific, which probably does the best job for moisture wicking. You've got your traditional headband, which is quite affordable. It's terry cloth and wears and washes fairly well. And then you have these bands here, which is seamless versus seamed. Definitely would go with the seamless variety. The gaiter is your all-purpose. Double lined is the way to go. So for running, and you can sometimes get away with these under your bike helmet, and then these last three are light in weight, but I would not really recommend them overall in terms of their moisture wicking. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I'll try to put some links below. I am not sponsored by anybody. I would love it if I was. But these again are just ideas how to help you keep that sweat away from your eyes and the burning. And I will see you next week, and take care. Bye.